Alright, so as the thumbnail suggests, I am going to be talking about my issues with Marvel Legends. Now, to be fair, to be completely fair, I don't buy figures that I don't want, so I wanted this. This is not me buying this just to hate on it, just to say it's crap, whatever. I'm literally going to open this, give my honest opinion as I go. So, I'm going to start off with my first thing that I don't really like about Marvel Legends. And I don't like the difference in packaging here. Now, to some people, that may be minor, but to me, it is not. Because, if I wanted to hang this on the wall, sure, this one looks great to do so. But this one, not so much. It's just like a regular box that I'm going to chunk and throw away. But if I'm going based on this, I don't know which one I'd rather have. I'm curious as to what you guys think. Do you like this card back thing, or do you prefer just a regular old box? Me personally, I prefer the box. Now, let's get this guy cracked open, shall we? Now, to the trash that goes. Now, just looking at this, just straight out of the package, I actually like the way he looks. I'm not the biggest X-Men 97 fan. I actually don't think that it's that great of a show. And I'm not saying that because I didn't like the original X-Men cartoon, because I definitely did. But the X-Men 97 cartoon it doesn't, I haven't been that impressed with it, to be honest. Alright, so let's look at Cable here. So far, I think it looks good. I mean, of course, he's a cartoon, base, so he has that cartoon aesthetic going. Yeah, I think that he actually looks pretty good. I mean, yeah, he could use a butterfly. I mean, but that's not really a big deal. It is Marvel Legends. It's not like every figure is consistent, but looks like they managed to paint up here. Or no, that's plastic. So that's actually good. That's actually good color separation. So they didn't have to actually paint that. So that makes sense. Yeah. Ab crunch is decent. It's not the best. He still has that waist swivel that I don't really care for, but it's fine. At least he has some kind of diaphragm up here. Said arms, everything seems to be moving smoothly, which is always good. He does come with multiple hands, so this one seems to be a little stuck, so I'm just going to take that one off for now. And that I don't like, but that's not that big of a deal. So, because of course, once you put the hand in, you can't really see the skin tone in there anyway, so not a big deal. But I will say, if it was more noticeable, like kind of like how that is, again, it's not a big deal, but it's something. Let's put the gun in his hand. There we go. And as for the legs, like I said, here's another thing. The rubberiness in the joints, it's always been something that I just don't like about Marvel Legends. But again, once you get past that, just looking at the figure itself, I think it's good. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's not good. It is good. Now, that's a problem. He can't really raise his arms past. Yeah. All right. Oh boy. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, that's a problem. He can't even raise his arms up forward. Like, come on. Like, you guys couldn't better engineer that. Like, yeah, he can get his arms out to the side, but that's just stupid. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, whatever. That's a bummer. Okay, so he does come with blast effects for the guns. See, just put in a little peg hole, and voila. That's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong there. But I mean, the problem is that he can't lift his arm up to, you know, properly shoot said gun. But I guess he can shoot from the hip. You know, yeah, that works. Shooting from the hip. Let's see the other gun. Let's go through here. Gotta say, I really like the look of these guns. They're well done. It's just unfortunate that he cannot, put his arms up. So it's fine like this. You know, there's no problem here. He holds that well. Of course, you would take him and turn him this way. You know, so that's fine, I guess. That's 9 times out of 10 the gun that I'm gonna put in his hand anyway. But that's not an excuse for the lack of articulation for something so basic. So yeah, I would say all in all, if I had to just rate this figure straight out the package, I'd probably give it a honest 6 out of 10. That arm killed it for me. Other than that, I think it looks great. I think it, you know, if you're just gonna have him sitting there, he definitely is Cable. I mean, there's no denying that. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like he's amazing or something. You know, that arm articulation is crazy. Let's move on to the next ones. So, Punisher. Now, I am going to do my best. Let me try to adjust this light here. I'm going to try to do my best not to bring up my first obvious issue, but I want to point some things out here. Mainly, 14 and up. That changes things here. That means that they could do more with him. They could give him more scuff, blood, whatever, and they chose not to. Now, I don't know if that's because of the gun and the knife, which would be crazy because other characters have them, but I literally think it's just because of who this character is. I think that because it's Punisher and his logo has been taken and rebranded for certain sects of people, I think now they have to put, you know, older, I guess, restrictions for this character, which is fine. I mean, they found a way to get him out there, but, you know, whatever. So let's get to opening the figure. So, crack that. And this is why I prefer boxes. Because I slide them out, and that's the end of that. You know? I don't really care for that. Oh, I didn't even realize he came with an axe. So there you go. Yeah, it's a little bendy there. That sucks, especially when you get a 14 and up rating. You know, the gun. It's also a little bendy. Let's see, that's what I don't understand. If you managed to get a 14 and up, you could have done more with the plastic quality. Like that's pathetic. All right, so let's see. He does come with more hands. Here's a fist. Let's see what this is. This is another trigger finger, which is great. I do like that these figures are coming with grip hands, like, you know, when they're holding a bigger weapon. Let's see, right off the bat, what do I think? Okay, we got some thigh swivel. I mean, if that's you guys, I mean, he goes back fine, but as far as forward, yeah, no, he's definitely not touching his toes. Of course, diaphragm, which is fine. This face, it looks like him, but he looks sad. Like, he looks like his puppy just died. Like, he doesn't look like he's about to go punish somebody. He just looks like, oh, I gotta go murder some people. Oh my gosh. Like, that's how he looks right now to me. Let's see here. Arms. Oh, we do got a butterfly. That's That's something. I mean, it doesn't work. All right, another big issue with Marvel Legends. These rubbery joints. Oh my gosh. Like, look at that. That's horrible. I mean, is the figure gonna break? No, but it's just like, why? Like, why can't we get a better grade of plastic for this? You know, it's just ridiculous. Other than that, I'm just gonna keep going. Let's see. Yeah, he has articulation in the wrist. Again, it's cool that he has this hand, but he didn't come with a gun to utilize this hand. So, yeah, I'm not really understanding that. But, let's see. Kicking up. That's about as high as he kicks up. Yeah. He doesn't kick up any higher than that. That's weird. This leg does. So, let's see. Okay, I see what it is. You got to kick it up, twist it to the side a bit, and then turn the thigh so that it, matches up. But you shouldn't have to do that. That's kind of crazy. Now, his legs kick out about this far. Let's see. Get double jointed knees. That's fine. I mean, you can't ask for no more than that. Let's see. Nope, no boot swivel, no boot cut. That kind of sucks. Get ankle pivot. Yeah, he's got a good amount of paint on him. Let's see, let's load him up here. Put the knife in there, put his pistol in there, and he came with an axe. So let's put his axe in that hand. Let's see what kind of pose we can get him into here. Let's see what we got. Oh gosh, rubbery joints. Here's the first problem. That boot cut really helps when it comes to the way they design their feet, which is another problem I have with Marvel Legends. But it is what it is. I knew what I was getting into when I bought it. But yeah. If I can get his ankles to stand up right. His ankles stand up right. His ankles to sit right. Excuse me, y'all. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So, I mean, he's all right. He's definitely not the gym tonight. Again, my biggest issue with him is his face. It looks like him. It's not that it doesn't look like the actor. He looks sad. Something with the digital face print did not go right, and it made his eyes kind of go in like a tilt towards his nose, and it's giving the impression of him looking sad. But you probably can't really see that in the camera, which is a good thing because it's in person and it's a little bit more noticeable. But let's move on. Now we're going to get to Daredevil. Now, that first Daredevil they put out a couple of years ago was hot garbage. I know it's a sought after figure now, but it was dookie butter. I did not like that figure. I cannibalized it. I did everything I had to do to get rid of it. But again, notice on this box, we got to mention this real quick. 4 and up. And it also has the, choking hazard stuff. So that's interesting. I'm really disappointed in Hasbro for not doing anything with that rating for Punisher. They could have really packed him out if they were going to give him that 14 and up rating. So let's get them. Here's the Billy Clubs. They look fine. They look pretty good, actually. Go. You got an alternate fist. Looks good. Looks like he has like I'm gonna grab your forehead hand, or maybe some kind of action pose hand. And again, it looks fine. And he comes with that crazy Daredevil zigzag string. You attach the Billy Clubs, and it looks like he's like throwing it out or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, let's get the figure out. So, right off the bat, I'm going to say, yeah, he's 10 times better than the first go round. Ab crunch, it's all right. It's there. I can work with that, especially since I can. Yeah, could be better. I wish it was a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but that's not bad. Arms go up, really decent. Go in. Looks like we got some kind of butterfly, but it doesn't really. Oh, hold on. No, we got a whole rotation going on here. All right, somebody was looking at some McFarlane figures. Yeah, it's a whole little rotation. Yeah, I like it. um, let's see. Arms turning in, folded in. There you go. Yeah, man, this is all right, Hasbro. I gotta give it to you. This one is it. This one is definitely it. The Punisher, not so much, but this one is definitely it. This is a little soft to me, but this is Marvel Legends. I don't expect SH Figure Arts quality. I don't expect Mafex quality. I think it's ridiculous when people compare them because it is just totally different. But so far, I gotta say, I'm actually impressed with this. I could see myself buying just this one and not buying anything else, honestly. Of course, it's got the waist swivel that I don't care for, but it's there. Legs go straight up. Honestly, I wish that there was a drop down hip so that you can get a little bit more out of that, but it's Hasbro. Man, had this been black right here, that would have really been great, but them leaving it red like that, it just messes up that entire look. But yeah, I mean, I don't have, aesthetically, I don't have too many issues. Again, no boot swivel. I wish there would have been one, but there is not. It's just ankle pivot. Let's see. Let's put him in a pose. Pose him out. Okay, running into a problem here. He can't really bend his leg up that good. God dang it. I need to learn how to talk, y'all. He cannot. The ankle pivot is not working as good as it should. So, yeah, you got to kind of like really exercise it up, push it up, and then it goes. But you shouldn't have to do that. You should. Oh, well, look at that there. All right, so that's on me, y'all. That's a mistake on me. So once you get it to go up the first time, it goes up just fine. So ignore that. Shoes. Shoes are good. Again, this figure, they must have known. They knew they messed up the first time, because this is leagues better than that other one. I mean, it's night and day difference. Let's see. Put a billy club in his hand. Let's change this hand. Give him his jazz fingers hand. Let's see. They didn't make it to where the billy clubs could connect and become like a little staff, which we've never really seen him do that often. So that's fine. Let's see. If I take this little thing here, so thingamabobber, and stick it in there. And let's take the other thingamabobber and put it off in there. And let's see. I guess you can kind of make it look like he's throwing it. I could use some stands, make it, when I take pictures of this guy, I'm definitely going to use stands, but let's see. Let's see. Does that look, y'all? That looks good. I think so. I think that gets the gist. Now, am I going to be able to get him to stand? That's a whole nother question. Let's see. Almost. Let me see. Are you gonna do it? You gonna do it for me? Nope, he's not. Nope, he's not gonna do it. Can't get him to do it. Pretty sure in the post of this, I will be able to get some poses and make him stand, but it's not happening. All right, screw it. So, my big problem with Marvel Legends is inconsistent. That is my biggest issue with Marvel Legends. They are just inconsistent. The plastic quality is not the greatest. You know, again, I do understand that these are cheaper figures. You know, they're not SH Figure Arts, they're not Mafex, they're not none of that. But take a figure like this, for example. This could really be, you know, a top contender. And looks wise and articulation wise, as a toy, it's fine. But when you start trying to compare them to other lines, you know, that's when it kind of falls apart to me. Like, you know, I guess they look fine together. Red, what are you doing? You know, they look fine, but like I said, Marvel Legends, it's the one toy company that if they would just stop BSing and really, you know, put their mark down as the king of the toy aisle, because they was for a while. They were the kings of the toy aisle. But they fell off. Too many other companies started joining in the fray. So my ultimate message to the Hasbro team: do better. These two figures could be amazing. They look great. You know, other than the eye issue that I have with Punisher, you know, other than the shoulder pad issue that I have with Cable here, these figures look great. They look wonderful. I like them in my collection. They're going to be fine. But they could be so much better. And I think Hasbro has the ability to give you so much better, but they choose not to. And that's a problem. You know, not everybody's going to have an issue with the things that I've brought up in this video, and that's fine. That's fair. I don't expect people to agree with everything that I say, but just at least put a little thought into it. You know, if you got anything that you feel like I missed, or you got anything that you think that I am, you know, tripping on, or I'm being unfair, let me know in the comment section. I'm genuinely curious to see what you guys have to say, because I can be wrong. And I take no pride in being wrong. So if I am wrong about something, let me know. But other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's a long one, but I just wanted to tell my honest issues with Marvel Legends while I was literally opening brand new ones. So yeah, you guys keep collecting out there. Buy the things that you want. Buy the things that make you happy. And if you like it, buy it. And if you don't, leave it on the shelf for somebody else. Y'all have a good one.